imagine waking up one day to discover that your worst enemy lives inside your head. It whispers doubts, fuels insecurities, and sabotages your dreams. Scary, isn't it? Well, for many of us, this scenario is not fiction. It is the reality of living with an uncontrolled ego. But today, we are going to learn how to tame this inner beast. The ego, this silent companion, which, when out of control, can become our worst enemy. But don't worry, because we are going to learn together how to transform it into our greatest ally in the pursuit of mental peace and self-fulfillment. Imagine the ego as a conductor in our mental orchestra. When it is in harmony, it produces a magnificent symphony. But when out of control, it creates deafening chaos. The ego is essential for our individuality, just as a shell protects the egg. It helps us set boundaries, understand who we are, and interact with the world around us. Without the ego, we would be like a drop of water in the ocean, unable to distinguish ourselves or assert our unique existence. However, just as an egg needs to break for the chick to emerge, sometimes we need to break our ego to evolve. This break does not mean destruction, but transformation. It's like pruning a tree. We remove the excess to allow for healthier, vigorous growth. The key lies in balance. A healthy ego protects and defines us, but is also flexible and allows growth. When we learn to dance with our ego, alternating between assertion and humility, protection and vulnerability, we begin to experience true mental peace. Let's do a quick checkup. Do you identify with any of these symptoms? Arrogance. Do you always think you are right? Arrogance is like a pair of sunglasses that prevents us from seeing the truth. When our ego is inflated, we tend to reject other opinions and perspectives, limiting our growth and learning. Constant approval. Does your happiness depend on what others think? A fragile ego frequently seeks external validation. It's like trying to fill a leaky bucket with water. No matter how much praise we receive, it never seems enough to feel safe and satisfied. Criticism. Do you get defensive when someone criticizes you? Reacting negatively to criticism is like building a wall around yourself. This wall might protect us temporarily, but also prevents us from growing and evolving. A healthy ego sees criticism as opportunities for improvement, not personal attacks. Comparison. Do you always compare yourself to others? Constant comparison is like running on a treadmill. You exert a lot of effort, but never get anywhere. Each person has their own unique journey, and comparing yourself to others only feeds insecurity and dissatisfaction. Just like everything in nature, our ego goes through cycles. Understanding these cycles helps us better navigate the highs and lows of our personal growth journey. Generation. This is the stage where we develop our identity. It's like planting seed. Our ego begins to form, helping us understand who we are and how we fit into the world. During this phase, we build our beliefs, values, and self-image. Degeneration. Over time, like a plant that grows too much and starts to choke others around it, our ego can begin to limit us. In this stage, we may become rigid in our beliefs, resistant to changes, and overly focused on ourselves. It's a sign that it's time for a transformation. Regeneration. This is the moment of transformation and growth. Like a phoenix reborn from the ashes, our ego goes through renewal. We let go of old limiting beliefs, make room for new perspectives, and become more flexible and adaptable. True mental peace arises when we learn to dance between these stages, allowing our ego to evolve with us. It's an ongoing process of self-reflection, acceptance, and growth. By recognizing which stage we're in, we can take conscious steps to nurture a healthy, balanced ego. Don't be alarmed by the term ego death. It's more like a transformation, a rebirth that takes us to a higher level of consciousness and self-awareness. Imagine yourself as a butterfly. The ego is the cocoon that protects us, but there comes a time when we need to break free to fly. This cocoon was essential during our development, providing security and structure. However, if we remain in it forever, we will never experience the beauty and freedom of our wings. This death is actually a rebirth, a chance to put the ego in its rightful place. It's like reorganizing a messy room. We are not throwing anything away, just placing everything where it belongs. The ego doesn't disappear. It takes on a supporting role rather than the leading one in our lives. The process of killing the ego allows us to see beyond our self-imposed limitations. It's like wiping a fogged-up mirror. Suddenly, we see clearly not only ourselves, but also our connection with everything around us. This new perspective brings a deep sense of peace and purpose. Now let's get to the point. How can we make this transformation? Remember, you already have all the necessary tools within you. We don't need anything external to achieve this transformation. Conscious breathing. Connect with the present moment. Breathing is like an anchor that keeps us in the here and now. When we feel overwhelmed by the ego, just focusing on our breath for a few minutes can bring us back to balance. Inhale deeply, counting to 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Repeat this cycle several times and feel how your mind calms down. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Meditation is like watching a parade. Thoughts pass by, but we don't have to hold on to them or follow them. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and observe your mind. When a thought arises, acknowledge it and let it go, like a leaf floating in a river. Self-reflection. Question your motives and reactions. Treat yourself as you would a dear friend, with curiosity and compassion. At the end of each day, ask yourself, why did I react that way? What can I learn from this? This internal dialogue helps us better understand our motivations and identify areas for growth. Gratitude. Cultivate a sense of abundance. Gratitude is like a pair of magic glasses that allows us to see the beauty and richness in our life. Every night before sleeping, list 3 things you are grateful for. They can be simple things, like a stranger's smile or the taste of your breakfast coffee. This practice helps us step out of the ego's scarcity mindset and into a state of appreciation and contentment. Controlling the ego is a journey, not a destination. It's about finding balance, not perfection. As you practice these techniques, you will notice a subtle yet powerful change. Your relationships will improve, your anxiety will decrease, and you will find a mental peace that seemed impossible before. Remember, your ego is not your enemy. It is a valuable tool when used correctly. By learning to control it, you not only win the internal battle, but also open doors to truly unlimited potential. And you, which technique will you try first to control your ego? Share in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications for more content that will transform your life. Until next time, and remember, your potential is truly unlimited.